Finding a DH, though, for the Mets has been a big problem since its inception in the National League. What should they do to fix it? Full-time DH or keep it as a rotational spot?
Go get Ohtani. That'll fix it in a hurry. You know, I mean, he's the perfect guy, obviously, and I think that's where we've talked about this before. I don't think the Mets, it should even matter that he can't pitch next year. You put him in that spot, left-handed hitter with big power, either in front of or behind Alonso, totally changes the dynamic of that lineup. If they can't get him, I'm not worried about whether it's one guy or more than that guy. Just get some production because they got no production last year. In fact, I would go out, if I couldn't get it, there's not a lot of great candidates on the DH candidates for that spot. J.D. Martinez might fit, but I'm not sure he's leaving Los Angeles. I'd go get Bellinger. Put Bellinger, and then you can rotate Alonso into the DH spot. You can rotate the outfielders in the DH spot, Alvarez at times. Bellinger's the best bat out there other than Ohtani. They need a big bat in this lineup more than they need to worry about filling the DH spot.
I mean, you look at the numbers, it is embarrassingly bad, and we all thought that the DH was going to be an advantage that the Mets had when it moved to the National League. Elise, do you think the Mets have an internal option to fill the DH role or have to go outside?
Well, I think that's what they're going to find out this season. I think that's what this season is really good for, is I think for this year, have a little bit more flexibility with that spot. Alvarez needs a day off, put him in the DH spot. You want to see what someone has, put him in the DH spot. Maybe there's a matchup, whatever it is, it gives you that lineup flexibility. I would say then, after you see what certain prospects have, certain players, they've either taken over that spot and proven that they can be more of an everyday DH, or that's when then you go out and get someone who can fill that spot more consistently. Because I think where the Mets are going to be at next season is it gives them the opportunity to do this with, I think, where they'll be at competitive-wise.
Meaning,
right? Like,
you're kind of punting on this year, though.
I'm not punting. No, I just don't necessarily know if there'd be a World Series. Well, I
Baseball
don't know.
night in New York. Yeah. Football night.
Because here's the thing. When I look at next season, I'm seeing it as a year where they could be competitive, but they're not going to be as competitive as they have been in past years, right? This is kind of more of a transition year. Like I said, there may be a chance where you are making a push towards the postseason, but that's what you'll find out throughout.
They need a big bat somewhere.
Anyway, right.
And I think you could hold off and then see if you have it internally, and then if you don't, then you go out and get it. Because I don't believe in paying for any of these DHs right now. Only, for 1 or 2 years. A lot of guys are talking about the market.
What if it's Ohtani, though?
Like Ohtani, yes.
Right, so I think I agree with you.
Because their timeline actually matches up really well with Ohtani, because with where they're at, it's very interesting. With where the Mets are at next season, you'll take, and I think the assumption is Ohtani can hit next year, all of next year. So you'll take his bat. I mean, any team will take
Wait for him
Ohtani.
to come back and pitch.
Yeah, because then I think you're going to be even more competitive in 2025. Ohtani's back. He's in your rotation. He's hitting. So that works out nicely for them.
It's basically Ohtani or bust. If they don't get Ohtani for the DH spot.
Get Bellinger.
Well, I mean, they could, but
I think his defense is really good, and I don't.
Oh no, I'm not putting him in the DH spot. But then you just rotate everybody around them.
Yeah, and they do. Look,
I don't think that makes sense.
They need better players in the lineup, but I don't know about specifically for DH. As far as Bellinger goes. All right, Sarah. We've discussed here a couple of external options. Which one do you prefer for the Mets?
I mean, obviously, Ohtani is the pie in the sky, but I want to talk about Rhys Hoskins. I feel like we've forgotten how good he is because he hasn't played all year. If you go back to what he did in 2022, this is a guy who makes good contact. He makes hard-hit contact. He doesn't chase all that much, and ultimately, what this team needs is more guys who are going to hit the ball out of the ballpark, which is something he has shown throughout his career, especially at the beginning of it, that incredible rookie year. But he has shown throughout his career that he can do that, and that's what they need, whether he's playing first, splitting that with Alonso, or whether he is DHing.